The build is done. 19.5 V-twin swapped into this little thing. I cannot believe it fits. Like, I had to drill new bolts. There was the existing holes right there for the old engine bolts. It's not a 1236 anymore, it's a 19.5. And I'm assuming that's the motor deck size, so I think this comes off, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I might keep it. This was quite a pain to get in here. I had to file all that down, and then the ignition switch. Just have to fit it, basically, so. Choke was pretty easy. I'm looking to get 2 new front tires for it. There are the tires up there for the old lawnmower. That's pretty similar to this one. But I basically stripped down to a Craftsman LT1000, took the seat, and all of the controls. And I've put them all on this thing. But it's straight piped, which is kind of cool, but it's like very loud. I'll have to do something about that because that's just burning the plastic down. But it kind of just dries over time. But I like it. It looks cool. And it's very fast. I haven't even police swapped it. It does like, I'll have to put a speed test on it. I have to hook up the lights. I've actually cut the cord that goes to the lights. So then we can hotwire them basically. But it's nice. I like it. And it's very loud. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. As these lawnmowers, engines, Craftsman's, are very known for electrical issues. I was sitting for like a week wondering why it won't start because I literally stripped it out of a old lawnmower like LT1000. There's a picture of it up here of what it looks like in the engine when I first got it. Here's the state of it. It's a little dusty, but we're just doing our garage, refinishing it and everything. So, let me tell you something on what I did. Is I was messing around. I was like sick of it because it wouldn't start. I thought it like the same thing that happened to my old lawnmower. All I did was plug in these 2 amperage readers into the amperage thing, and it all of a sudden started. So I don't know if it's because it completed a full circuit or something, but just check that if your lawnmower's not starting, because it very well could be that. So, yeah, and I'm going to show you something else, because they're usually all lawnmowers have 3 safety switches on them. Brake lever switch, when you push the brake and to start. The seat, which used to be located about right there. This is a relocated gas tank, by the way. And then your motor deck engagement switch. So if you want to know how to like basically bypass all those, I'm going to show you something really quickly. So basically, you're going to want to find your S and your M on your ignition switch. All I did was plug in these 2 amperage readers into the amperage thing, and it all of a sudden started. So I don't know if it's because it completed a full circuit or something, but just check that if your lawnmower's not starting, because it very well could be that. So, yeah, and I'm going to show you something else, because they're usually all lawnmowers have 3 safety switches on them. Brake lever switch, when you push the brake and to start. The seat, which used to be located about right there. This is a relocated gas tank, by the way. And then your mower deck engagement switch. So if you want to know how to like basically bypass all those, I'm going to show you something really quickly. So basically, you're going to want to find your S and your M on your ignition switch. One is for the solenoid, and 2 is for magneto. So, what I've done, and you can do to yours, find the S on your solenoid, and find the wire that goes from your, not solenoid, the ignition switch into your wiring harness. Find where the wire goes to the S. On this Craftsman one, it is the white wire. Snip the white wire here. I'm getting heat shrinks and stuff for that, but don't worry. I don't recommend doing this, by the way, but do it if like you're having issues with your lawnmower, or if you want to bypass stuff. So find the white wire, and then find the white wire on your solenoid. So using this existing safety switch, not in there anymore. So the white would have went to this pole. It doesn't matter what pole they're connected to. Find the white wire and run a existing wire from the white wire from the ignition switch, and run a wire all the way down here and plug it into here. That's gonna bypass all of your safety switches. So like I said, find the white wire, snip it in half, get another wire, and then snip it to from the solenoid and attach it to there. Alright, so that's the solenoid one. That's basically going to bypass most of your safety switches. I also recommend doing the magneto one. So, the magneto one goes through most of the wiring harness. Basically, the magneto repowers your battery so they can keep running. So find your magneto wire. Mine is like right there. And find the M on the ignition switch. And then basically the same thing. Run the black wire that goes there and put it to the magneto. So yeah, that's how to bypass safety switches. That's what I've done. Didn't really need to, but I did, because I don't like safety switches. Because it's basically is going to maybe turn into a race mower, so safety switches aren't very ideal on them. So if you're looking to build a race mower, you could probably do that. I'll put a link in the description of better like describing video on how to do these bypasses. They'll be in the description below. But yeah, and I also had to get new hood mounts because it wouldn't really go over top of the engine. So now it fits perfect. So all I need is, the camera cut out, but there's the old seat that was on here. It was fiberglass. It's like hard. Here's the old wiring harness. It's a rat nest. If you want a muffler for an LT1000 Craftsman, there it is right there. And yeah, I got this gas tank that came with it, so I'm gonna like maybe clean that up and then use it. But on this specific engine, there is a fuel pump on it, right there. And that's why I can run a long gas line all the way to the back of my lawnmower. Which is pretty cool. Also, I have to plug that light in. I already have a hole drilled from a little bit ago, right there. Put up this light, but yeah, she's drivable, but not what I want 100% done. So yeah.